Hello, guys. I always tell you, I'm like the guy or the person that told you there was no Santa Claus. Then you're mad, but when you think about it, say you appreciate it because someone has to tell you the truth. And it's hard for everyone when you've been scammed. But that's the ego. In the heart, and as the watcher, which is neutral to everything, you can see the earth a lot better for what it is. Because we are moving very quick. And that's why even I wasn't going to get on TikTok, but the spirits was like, go ahead and put your videos back on the TikTok. Do what you, if they try to block, then stay in your heart, stay in love, because it's all energetically. And everything you reap what you sow per the energy. But today's topic, matriarch system versus patriarch system. Once again, guys, it's a pyramid of the hierarchy, as I did a whole video yesterday. So the Bible book is just a reference book, but it was something to know thyself, which is Psalms 82, 1 through 6, and John 10:34. I was very heavy into the religions, the Baptists. I was a Baptist Christian. If you look at my earlier videos, I was quoting Bible scriptures. I was in the snow. I mean, snow was like 4 inches. I was out there in the snow, everything, quoting Bible scriptures. So I never deleted any of my messages as you're seeing my journey in the awakening. That's why it's still there. Then when I was in the tunnel, one of my videos, I had on a red shirt with rhinestones. And I found out it was consciousness. And that took me to another level. But long story short, matriarch versus, what was it? Matriarch? Oh, matriarch versus the patriarch system. So guys, let's go patriarch. Patriarch, you have wars. 1% has all the wealth. They teach you to own land. You don't care about land. Let's see, they kill all the animals off. The importance of the animals, guys, that's why you have deserts. Because you can look now on your YouTube, they're putting animals like buffalo back on the land, and that land restores. Because every being on earth has a reason for being there, but man, under the patriarch, started killing things, started putting animals in zoos. So yeah, zoos, well, we're going to go patriarch versus matriarch, and you're going to decide. Yeah, but under the patriarch, you're killing animals. You're controlling animals from the wild. You're trying to make them pets. I'm not talking about cats and dogs. I've seen people take wild boars, guys, and making them pets. And then when you're putting things in a cage, we wonder why we have people false in prison. So you're false imprisoning things that are free. So we're reaping what we're sowing on the land. That's all the patriarch, guys. You have no money. You're a slave. So when you say citizen, you're always under something. You got codes and statutes. You got police who are policy enforcers, who take away your rights and make you privileges. That's all under the patriarch system. Patriarch system is citizen. So patriarch thinks citizen. You have a CEO president, and he's now president of the world. And then they put right in front of you actors, guys. Central casting, as Trump says it right to you, who he is. Some of the people, there's a rumor that Trump possibly was killed in 1989, guys. But they're the Joe Biden actor. Then there's a rumor that Trump never left. That's a patriarch system, guys, and everything per your mental construct of agree or disagree has been agreeing with it. You keep tuning in because you feel like they are above you. Now they're coming out with aliens. They got you looking up and all this. That's all, everything in the patriarch is outside of you. Instead of you'll go get the higher and it says walk by faith, not by sight, and you walk by sight instead of your faith. This is all the patriarch system. They did the role reversal. They took the woman, because the woman would have the highest love, and gave you a man. So you got popes with dresses, and they switched it from the copper tone to the pale face. And then when they say Cain and Abel, you have a brother who is a copper tone, but that's how he tricked you under the patriarch system. So you lose all your sovereign rights. They control your divine inheritance, because each time you enter the earth, there's an inheritance, which is in what they call the system, but it's all per your free will, your consent. But they also wrote in the book of Genesis 15:13, it would be 400 years of basically switching places, so that way when you get everything restored, you know what it's like to be in debt. And yeah, under the patriarch system, there's debt. So they take you from silver, gold, physical, or actually no money, and then they, per their monopoly game, it's a monopoly game. They show you that because they have to show you it, and then they just print notes. And each note creates a debt, which is a debt clock. And then under the patriarch system, everyone keeps saying we, like my president, who was a CEO corporation president. He's just what is it? So he's under the Navy because he says commander in chief. He's only that far, but all that's at the bottom, guys. So they basically switched the pyramid. They took you were the all-seeing eye, and they took you to the bottom under the patriarch system per everyone's agreement. Then you have books of knowledge, which is your Bible, and they took books out, like Book of Enoch, and there's other ones. And that way the fallen angels were able to rule over us per our free will, our consent. Then they took you to the paper genocide. The patriarch system is everything's sign of nature, which is your signature. And then they put you in the 9 to 5, which takes away your energy. So you're not walking by faith, not by sight. You're walking by sight instead of faith. And 9 to 5 is an 8. That's infinite. That's the infinity. So if you are infinite in that system, just falling. They could basically do anything into you, because you, per your sign of nature. And then also the pay rate. When you sign a pay rate, remember, you sign a contract. You're limited to that pay scale. So, and then what they do, they raise the economy, keeping you still in the struggle, the low frequency. So remember, when they get you to sign for all these pay raises, that limits you. When you are self-employed like myself, it's no limit. Maybe you're in the market and everything going down. One day you just get $2,000. And that's all divine, because you keep trusting yourself over man. And you will never fail. That's why. So in the matriarch, they keep saying your dad. Now, I had a dad and I had a mom. The two loves were different. Both of them loved me. But they even tell you nothing is like a mother's love. My dad was a protector, but he was they were all under the patriarch system. Not a blame or anything, guys. So if you take this game of life too, guys, they showed you in the movie The Matrix. You take one of these med beds and you sleep in it. That's how you're transferring back to the earth. The whole time you're not in the earth. It's just a projection. But you still think that this is so real when it's just a projection, guys, a projection of your own mind, because you're out of the states. Also, these states, they took the Turtle Island from the Matriarch. We're talking about America. And then they created states and jurisdictions. You're just still in the hell. So yeah, everything was hell. That's the Patriarch. So let's go Matriarch. Matriarch, you're sovereign. You are responsible for yourself. So then you start learning about the love. And that's why we say the mother who is under the love. It's just infinite love. But there's also, so we go daughter earth. So the mother on the earth is like a daughter earth, mother universe, mother divine universe, because everything is a creation of the creation from the female, from the portal. That's why it's got to be a female, all in the name of love. Let's see, matriarch. Oh yeah, now it will be finances, but guys, it's all about helping. It's all about community. Everything's love. You don't have prisons and all that because everybody will be wealthy because the land is everybody's. All your fruits on the trees will grow back because these animals will be let back on the lands. That will tilt it. And then everyone will caretake the land and care for the land. You will share. When you see people doing good, people will say the gratitude thing, like thank you. You would just, the nature of our being and our DNA is already changing us, guys. So some of us, we're doing really heavy sleeping as everything changes back to the matriarch, which is heaven. Heaven was already here in the matriarch. It was peace. It was love. There was no unnecessary killing. You didn't go and sport kill the animals. You ate. It was nothing poisonous in the foods. Nothing poisonous in the waters. There was nothing in the sky. People putting stuff in the sky. People knew the truth will set you free, so everyone told the truth. If you liked multiple women, it was accepted because you told the truth. It was no deception. The only reason you had the structure of the mom, she's just holding the divine love. That's it. The male and female were just walking side by side, equal. Yes, the female came first, but it's the love thing, guys. And you need the love energy, but she was first, so respectfully. Now, if you're still in the ego, that's why a lot of people are uncomfortable hearing that, but that's that you're trapped inside the matriarch, the patriarch. Entrapment of your mind. You walk by faith, not by sight. Everything, you're always heavily protected. Then in the matriarch system, you know you got spirits, you got guiding angels. You know that your ancestors and all of them are alive. They're helping you here. Now, if you go patriarch, they got you looking in the ground at the body and all. They teach you nothing about the true God, which is you, which is thine self, and the all-seeing eye at the top of the pyramid. So they got to keep you focused on them when they're constables under the king and queen, which is yourself. So hopefully this answers a little bit more. Because when I'm in thought, I think of a lot. When I get this live video, a lot of it disappears. But I'm just walking this per the spirits. They're telling, because some of these this is a hard topic, where all your life you've been Under the patriarchs, and it's not but it's all a game, guys. You just keep holding love and you stay open. So also in the patriarch system, in order to pass school, you have to do as told, and you have to only go by the written questions and answers already. There is no asking questions. Everything's already written out. This book says it. See it. So you're not using, that limits you. If you stay only in the book, you're limiting your mind when you're unlimited. If you're the spirit of God, you don't have a limit. You know all the books because all the books are within you. You are over all books. But in the patriarch system, the books are over you. It says here in this book. Then you under statutes and codes. And then they say this doesn't make, then they just change it. Because you switch from the top per your free will and consent and you go to the bottom. Under all of them that you were over. So now, as I explain this, now when you're getting these people that keep talking about the patriarchs and the citizens, they too, that keep saying that people aren't woke, they not woke. You can see things better when you go back to your top of the pyramid and you observe in the all-seeing eye and you see everything. As a man thinketh in the heart, so is he. They leave books like that. Book and think grow rich. Whatever the mind believes, you must achieve. They have to tell you. So, but because it's all a game. They're only, by them doing what they're doing, they help strengthen you as you see it, but you just keep going towards the love, and then everything changes. It's just a power for your mind. That's what government is governing your mind. When you get out of the governed mind, then you are back to the sovereign. But you must say, now I'm in the matriarch, and learn about your matriarch. And per the balance, like I stated yesterday, we need more women on the platforms to get the balance of the feminine divine energy. If it's a female planet, why do you have all these men? Well, a lot of the men are in their ego, guys. You'll constantly hear them say books. They didn't meet the people personally, but they keep giving me all the... Did anybody meet the people personally and talk to them? No, you didn't. Can you learn knowledge from the book? Yes, but you always have one eye closed, one eye open, not both eyes closed and you're going blind and you just... Doesn't matter what someone, you read it for yourself. You observe it for yourself. You have your own free will thinking. This is all the matriarch where you're going to. If you mess with children in the matriarch, it's instant taken care of, guys. You're not gonna have all these courts and not, it's right away, guys. That's like a no-no on the land. Messing with children or raping women and all this. That also raping women and messing with that's all in the patriarch allowed. Because it's at the bottom of the pyramid. It's hell, guys, basically. But it's all part of the mental construct. And remember, you're outside of all of this, sitting in a bed, sleep. And the only way you really leave this earth is when you die. That's when the head comes off, which is the headset. And then you're back to your normal state. You just awake. So you're alive when you're out of this. Right now, you're in a dream state. So my higher self is having me see how it works. That's why you shouldn't fear. There is no death. I mean, yeah, you might leave the game, but you're still alive. What's the fear of going to heaven? Like going to paradise out of this. You're in the real paradise out of this. But you can bring the paradise here, all what you're thinking. But guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Patriarch versus patriarch system versus the matriarch system. Now, in your mind, which do you choose? Also, the matriarch system, guys, you don't have someone controlling your birthrights, which is your finances. You don't have someone caretaking that. In the patriarch system, they, per your sign of nature and per your free will, because you could break it with your free will consent right now, guys. We oral tradition in the matriarch. In the patriarch, it's paper contracts. That's not who you are. Your word is your bond. In the matriarch system, and the patriarch system is all paperwork, and it's all false illusion. As people keep saying it over and over, we're just getting more knowledge allowed coming in, as the patriarch system it's no part of this pyramid, guys. It's going to be just cut off. You'll just go to another parallel earth, and you'll just keep learning. I send this video in the love and light. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Beyond the veil of shadows, the truth awaits. We are awakening minds.